In the cold darkness of the Atlantic Ocean, a giant ship disappeared beneath the waves. More than 1,500 people lost their lives. Families were broken, dreams ended, and the world was shocked. This was not just a shipwreck, it became one of the greatest mysteries in human history. How could the most advanced ship of its time sink on its very first voyage? Why were there not enough lifeboats? Why were warnings ignored? Was it only an accident? Or was there something deeper behind it? Today, we uncover the Titanic mystery, a story of pride, power, mistakes, fear, and tragedy. This is more than history. This is a lesson for life. Let us begin. Chapter 1. The ship they called unsinkable. At the start of the 20th century, the world was changing fast. Technology was growing, industry was booming, and nations wanted to prove their greatness. In this age of competition, one ship was built to amaze the world. Its name was Titanic. Titanic was enormous, luxurious, modern, powerful. It had grand staircases, elegant dining halls, swimming pools, electric elevators, and beauty the world had never seen before. For many people, Titanic was not just a ship, it was a symbol that humans had conquered nature. Many newspapers called it nearly unsinkable, and that belief would later become dangerous, because when humans think they cannot fail, they stop respecting risk. Chapter 2. The people on board. Titanic carried more than rich passengers. It carried human stories, millionaires with wealth, workers seeking opportunity, families hoping for a better future in America, young couples, children, dreamers. Some were traveling in luxury, some in crowded third-class cabins. But all shared one thing: hope. No one boarded Titanic expecting death. Everyone thought they were stepping into a bright future. This is the tragedy of life. Sometimes people walk toward disaster, believing they are walking toward success. Chapter 3. Pride before disaster. Titanic was built with confidence, perhaps too much confidence. Its creators believed the ship was strong enough to survive serious damage. Watertight compartments were designed to protect it. Engineers were proud. Owners were proud. Passengers were proud. The world admired it. But pride can blind people. When success enters the mind, humility often leaves. Warnings feel unnecessary. Caution feels weak. And this is how many disasters begin, not with evil, but with arrogance. Chapter 4. The First Voyage. On April 10, 1912, Titanic began its first journey from Southampton, England. Crowds gathered, music played, people waved goodbye. No one knew history was watching. The ship stopped at Cherbourg in France, then Queenstown in Ireland, then moved across the Atlantic toward New York. Passengers enjoyed food, luxury, conversation, music. Some laughed, some dreamed, some wrote letters home. Life felt normal, but beneath calm waters, fate was waiting. Chapter 5. Warnings in the dark. As Titanic crossed the North Atlantic, other ships sent wireless warnings. Icebergs ahead, dangerous ice fields, cold waters. But some messages were delayed, some ignored, some not treated urgently enough. Why? Because Titanic was busy sending passenger messages, because confidence was high, because people often ignore danger until danger becomes visible. How many lives are destroyed the same way? Health warnings ignored, financial warnings ignored, relationship warnings ignored. The signs are there, but people keep sailing. Chapter 6. Speed through danger. One of the biggest questions in Titanic history is speed. Why was Titanic moving so fast in icy waters? Some say the captain wanted to maintain schedule. Some say owners wanted a strong public image. Some say reducing speed was considered unnecessary. Whatever the reason, the result was deadly. Speed reduces reaction time. In life, too, people rush decisions, rush relationships, rush business, rush ego, and crash into what patience could have avoided. Chapter 7. The Iceberg. Late on April 14, 1912. Lookouts spotted something ahead. An iceberg, massive, silent, deadly. They rang the bell, warning sent. The crew reacted quickly, turned the ship, reverse engines. But it was too late. Titanic struck the iceberg. Not head-on, but along the side. The iceberg tore openings below the waterline. Water rushed in. At first, many passengers barely noticed. That is another truth of life. Some disasters begin quietly. Chapter 8. The realization. At first, many believed Titanic would survive, but ship designer Thomas Andrews examined the damage. The truth was terrifying. Too many compartments were flooding. The ship would sink. Titanic had around 2 hours left. Imagine knowing that. A giant ship full of people. Cold black ocean around you. And only hours to live. Calm outside. Panic inside. Chapter 9. Not enough lifeboats. One of the greatest failures. There were not enough lifeboats for everyone. Why? Because old safety rules were outdated. Because lifeboats cluttered decks. Because many believed the ship itself was the lifeboat. Confidence replaced preparation. This mistake cost lives. How many people do the same? No savings because I'll be fine. No backup plan because nothing will happen. No emotional strength because I don't need it. Preparedness often looks unnecessary until the emergency begins. Chapter 10. Chaos begins. Lifeboats were lowered, women and children first, but confusion spread. Some passengers refused to board at first. They did not believe the ship would sink. Some boats left half empty. This is shocking. People died later, while empty spaces floated away earlier. Why? Because humans struggle to accept reality quickly. Denial can be fatal. Chapter 11. Class and Inequality. Titanic also revealed social inequality. First-class passengers had easier access to lifeboats. Many third-class passengers faced barriers. Language problems, locked gates in some accounts, confusion in hallways, distance from decks, panic everywhere. Disaster often exposes truth society hides during normal times. Wealth can buy comfort, but tragedy tests character. Chapter 12. Courage in the final hours amid fear. There was bravery. Crew members helped strangers. Musicians reportedly continued playing to calm passengers. Some men gave up seats for women and children. Some couples stayed together. Some parents comforted children in impossible moments. When darkness comes, humanity still shines. That is why even tragic stories inspire us, because courage can exist beside terror. Chapter 13. The final moments. As water rose, the bow sank lower, the stern lifted high, lights flickered, screams filled the night, then Titanic broke apart and disappeared beneath the ocean. Thousands were thrown into freezing water. The cold killed quickly. The silence afterward was horrifying. A giant ship gone, a sea filled with voices fading into darkness. Chapter 14. Rescue arrives too late. The ship Carpathia rushed to help, but distance mattered. When it arrived, only lifeboats and survivors remained. More than 1,500 people were dead. The world woke to terrible headlines: shock, grief, anger. How could this happen? Chapter 15. The mystery questions. Even today people ask, why were warnings ignored? Why was speed maintained? Why so few lifeboats? Why did nearby ships not respond faster? Could more lives have been saved? Was pride the hidden cause? Many technical answers exist, but one emotional answer remains: human overconfidence. Chapter 16. Was there a conspiracy? Over time, many theories appeared. Ship swap theories, insurance theories, hidden sabotage theories. Most historians reject these claims due to lack of evidence. Why do conspiracies grow? Because people struggle to accept that simple mistakes can create giant tragedy. Sometimes we prefer secret villains. But truth can be simpler. Pride, negligence, delay, human error. Chapter 17. Lessons for modern life. Titanic is not only about a ship, it is about life. Warning signs ignored. Ego over caution, status over safety, comfort over preparation. These still sink people today. Businesses collapse this way. Relationships collapse this way. Health collapses this way. Chapter 18. Success can make you blind. Titanic was advanced, beautiful, celebrated, and yet vulnerable. Success often creates illusion. When people praise you enough, you may stop checking weaknesses. Stay humble. Always inspect the cracks below the surface. Chapter 19. The cost of delay. When the iceberg was seen, seconds mattered. When danger is visible, delay becomes expensive. In life, start health early, fix debt early, leave toxic habits early, apologize early, prepare early. Small delays become giant losses. Chapter 20. Everyone has an iceberg. Every person has icebergs ahead. Temptation, bad habits, ignored health symptoms, wrong friends, arrogance. You may not see them at night. That is why wisdom matters. Slow down. Listen to warnings. Stay alert. Chapter 21. The ocean keeps secrets. Titanic rested hidden for decades. Then, in 1985, the wreck was found deep in the Atlantic, broken, silent, rusting, a monument beneath the sea. It reminded the world, even giants fall. Chapter 22. Why Titanic still fascinates us because it contains everything: luxury, hope, love, fear, mistakes, heroism, mystery, loss. It feels like a mirror of humanity itself. Chapter 23. If they had listened. Imagine if warnings were respected, if speed reduced, if lifeboats increased, if preparation mattered more than image. History could be different. This thought matters because your future too can change through small, wise decisions today. Chapter 24. The deepest truth. Titanic did not sink only because of ice. It sank because ice met human weakness. Nature created danger. People multiplied it. Remember this: problems happen, but our response decides the scale of disaster. Chapter 25. Final reflection. One night, one collision, one chain of decisions, and thousands of lives changed forever. What chain of decisions are shaping your future now? Good ones or dangerous ones hidden beneath calm water? Final message. The Titanic mystery is not only beneath the sea, it is inside every human life. Will you ignore warnings? Will you move too fast? Will pride blind you? Or will you choose wisdom, humility, preparation, and awareness? Because many people are sailing confidently toward ice they refuse to see. Do not be one of them. Outrow. Respect danger. Respect time. Respect truth. Even the strongest ship can sink. Even the strongest person can fall. Stay humble, stay alert, and keep steering wisely.